Are we rolling?
Yeah.
Hello, welcome to Earbones Podcast, the podcast that ate a giant French bread pizza. Not what it's called at the store. It's called a gizmo. And normally they shave the top of the bread off and then put the ingredients, the sauce, the cheese, the what have yous on the bread to make a nice, like, thick bread French bread pizza. They did no cutting at all and just had the loaf, put some sauce and some cheese on it, and I'm fuller than I ever have been before. It's that podcast.
Did you eat both of us?
Yeah.
Wow.
And cheese sticks. I ate like I got out of jail today.
You still didn't tell me what you had for lunch.
Do you want to know the weird lunch I had?
Yeah, I actually really do.
Okay, so Pap wanted Long John Silver's.
Okay.
So we went and got Long John Silver's. My cousin got Long John Silver's also. He also said he wanted some Taco Bell. They're right next to each other. Mm-hmm. So we went over to Taco Bell. And, by the way, on the way to Taco Bell, you know how short that drive is?
Yeah.
I ate 2 hush puppies.
Oh.
I love hush puppies.
I do too.
So that started it off. I pulled Taco Bell. I was like, all right, let's fucking roll the dice. I haven't been to Taco Bell in years. So I ordered a cheese quesadilla and a Fritos burrito, no meat. So it was like a bean and cheese burrito.
Weird.
A rice and rice and cheese burrito with Fritos in it. And I hammered both those down. And then I said, you know what? I could go for a fucking Whopper. And the Burger King on Pleasant Valley is closed. They destroyed it. It's knocked down completely. They're building a new one. So you have to go the whole way down to past Sheetz, almost downtown. And there's one down there, and I got the Impossible Whopper and fries.
What? That Burger King's not there?
Nah, tore it down, man. It's gone. They're building a new one. It's coming back, but they're building a new one. Instead of renovating the building, they just
yeah, someone ran into it.
They just shut her down.
Someone ran into it. That place was sketch. I pulled up there one time, like, we can't give you any meat.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
What's the story on that? Did you get a backstory?
No, I don't know. I went to KFC the other day. It's like, we don't have any deep fryers, so I can't give you any chicken. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
So, you got a bowl of mashed potatoes.
I didn't get anything. Well, I didn't see the sign.
3 biscuits and a bowl of taters, please.
I'm like, can I get chicken tenders? He's like, we don't have any fryers. So, no chicken. I was like...
So did you ask what was available?
Yeah, he said you can get a pot pie or sides.
Biscuits.
And biscuits.
So you got biscuits. A pot pie is like chili in a shell.
I love the pot pie, but I was like, I don't want a pot pie. It's like 900 degrees out.
Nothing's better than a hot pot pie in a hot day.
Absolutely not.
That's a saying.
Hot pot pie.
Yeah, it goes like iced tea in a hot day to like hot pot pie in a hot day. Like that's how it works.
Yeah, it's like milk. It's a bad choice.
I never liked the choice of putting peas in a pot pie.
Do you like peas?
I don't think so.
I don't like peas in a pod. I like loose peas.
How did we miss out naming this peas in a pod?
Peas in a pod. Rebranded.
If both of our names started with a P or even had peas involved,
I think we can make them work.
They're not.
Stick and brain.
Grapes is the only one that has a P in his name.
Well,
what's your middle name? Does it have a P?
No.
Mine doesn't either. What's Brian's middle name? Doesn't
Brian?
have one. It's probably this fucking Brian Faulkner.
Brian.
We should dox Brian right now. 3 people would have his number if we doxed him. What if we doxed Brian?
No, not doxing.
What if we doxed Brian and Grapes?
We're not doxing people just because
they bailed.
Because they choose not to be here with us.
Grapes and Brian were supposed to be here today, and they're not. So we're not drafting anything today. We're gonna see how long this goes, and then if we have to do something else, we'll figure it out. I guess. We'll read each other's Shakespearean segments, I guess. But today, we're here for the main reason of going over Smackdown from February 15th, 2001. I guess we can just dive right in.
Yeah?
Vince is to share his Valentine's Day moment with Linda. That's the first thing we hear in the show. Is Vince says, I'm going to share my Valentine's Day with Linda. He brings out Triple H, who is here to name his stipulation for the match with Austin at No Way Out.
Mm-hmm.
And his stip is 2 out of 3 falls match. First fall is a regular match, just to see who's the better wrestler.
Just regular match.
Get in there, toss it around, get a nice arm lock in, nice chin lock. Second match, street fight, because Triple H has to put on the denim at some point. My thing is, in WWE, you have a regular match and you wear gear. You can't have a street fight unless you're in jeans. So they have to have jeans under the ring that they're going to change into.
You would think.
I've never seen it happen. You can't have a street fight without having your hands wrapped up and jeans on. It's a rule. I don't think they're allowed.
I don't
It's
know.
like in the bylaws.
Maybe we'll see.
Like don't
Austin and jeans.
don't talk about the Macho Stephanie thing. Always street fight in jeans. Like that's the two things that are right on par with each other. No.
Okay.
And then third later got added. Don't call it a belt, title, strap. Only call it the championship.
Unless you're Becky.
That's third.
Becky brought it back.
Yeah, and she's getting sued by Ric Flair. So we see where we're at.
Yeah, well, WWE is. Flair's an idiot.
See, you went 2 claps on Ric Flair. Do you know he tried to copyright Woo? But the Woo he tried to copyright had 5 O's. Like it was specified. Like
5
any
O's.
more, any less, not his. He wanted the 5 O's. So in his head, when he woos, it's 5 O's, no matter what.
Wow, that's good to know.
Good stuff. So if you ever make some,
Let's skate the line.
if you ever make some bootleg merch, 6 O's,
6 O's or 4.
R-I-C-K Flair. It's a picture of him with a mask on. Speaking of masks, coming off this for a heartbeat. Did you happen to see who unmasked in New Japan like last week, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, Liger.
Did you see it?
Yeah, Kushin Liger.
Were you familiar with Kenshin Liger beforehand?
Kenshin. I've seen him once or twice.
Wild.
Scary.
Shit. But I've never seen it look that good.
Yeah, that was terrifying.
Like when he pulls it off and he's all painted and shit. And I'm gonna be honest, didn't think Liger was shredded like that.
I didn't think he had short hair.
Shredded.
I always feel weird when the hair's attached to their masks.
Okay, Kane.
I still feel weird. Let's see.
Who else did? You know who didn't have their hair attached to the mask? Hoovy.
Who dude?
Hooventooth, that was his hair.
Over dude, that was his
Man,
hair.
do I love it.
I watched him in a hair match once against Michael Awesome.
When? Did we watch it together?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Memorable, huh?
No.
After Triple H announces the regular match in the street fight, he says, the first fall I break your spirit, the second fall I break your bones. I'm gonna be honest, this whole segment from Triple H was fantastic.
It was.
Like, it was a great promo. I sometimes forget because we see so many promos of Triple H now, and the only ones that seem good are the ones where he's, like, passionate about the NXT. But, like, when he's out there, when he was the Authority, when he was against Batista, they were just, you could tell he's, like, phoning them in.
Yeah.
But this made me remember, like, oh yeah, Triple H is fucking good on the mic. Like, Triple H is a good heel. He also said the third fight, if necessary, the third fall will be a steel cage match. Eventually starts talking about, like, destroying Cactus Jack and Mick Foley. And then Vince puts Austin versus Benoit for later, and then Triple H versus Rock.
Yeah.
You have anything else for this segment?
No, it's pretty much this. I mean, go ahead.
Triple H's promo was the highlight of it.
It was, and then it leads into Vince's weird thing.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Which I feel like even in 2001 would have made me uncomfortable.
I kind of remember this, and it didn't, because we're missing, like, the beginning segment of this where she goes catatonic.
Yeah.
Like, she goes that, and it wasn't presented as if she was sick. I think it was a traumatic thing that she saw Vince doing that turned her that way. I don't recall completely, but I remember it being like, oh no, she's just, and because in 01, especially in 01, I mean, even though I was 11, I think even now, because mental health is talked about so much and stuff like that, that we wouldn't have had that connection to, no, she's protecting herself, like her mentality, like it was, you know, she's in shock. It wasn't that. It was just like,
Yeah.
it was like, oh yeah, she'll be fine. Because in 01, nobody talked about it.
It'll work
You
out.
weren't allowed to talk about it. Nobody's allowed to talk about it. But we go to our first match here. Edge with Christian versus Kane with Taker. Note on Taker, no motorcycle.
No motorcycle.
But he did bring something with him. Did you notice what it was? Monster Ripsky and the Lipsky.
Really?
Just fucking house. Like
How do you fucking wrestle with that?
he didn't. He wasn't there to wrestle. Remember, he was there to just be with Kane.
Well, I mean,
We'll get there. The Dudleys come out with a table. Taker beats up Christian outside. Kane wins with a top rope clothesline. Kane no-sells a table, and then the brothers chokeslam Edge and Christian.
yeah.
Stop looking at my rankings.
I'm not. I'm looking at mine.
Would you rank it?
I'm not gonna look it up.
Write it on your paper.
Hey,
I don't think I
How
had.
else are we gonna plug Grapple? If we don't.
We are. We are rating these on Grapple, the app GRAPPL, no E, Grapple. It's available on the Android store as well as the Apple store. You can go in there and there's many different promotions. They're working on getting WCW up. Which did they have any WCW last time? Because there's some WCW on there now. If you notice.
Oh, I did not look.
No, like weekly shows yet. But we're ranking them on there, and a lot of these we're the only ones ranking them. So if you want to watch it, check it out and rank them.
I gave this one 2 stars.
But you could probably see on there that I haven't ranked on there yet. Have I?
No, what are you doing?
Yeah, I forgot. I wrote it down here, and I kept missing stuff in the show when I was ranking it on my phone, so I was going to do it after I was done, but I never went back. But I will go in and do it. It got half of a star for me. Half a star.
Okay.
Wasn't very good. It was
No, it was a mess.
It was just to push the story of the match. That's all. It was to push the story of the 3 tag teams. Although I feel like it kind of pushed Edge and Christian out of it. Like they weren't really involved.
Yeah.
Move on to they keep showing the weird catatonic Linda. Like they just keep panning a camera around her sitting in a foyer.
Private sanitarium.
Oh yeah, I don't like that term at all. Something about that term gets me. Like he could have said it was his house and I would have been fine.
It was his house.
Oh,
It was 100% of his
It was,
his house.
but he called it a private sanitarium, which made it sound real bad. Yeah. Like when you use the words catatonic and sanitarium, I'm sweating.
There hasn't been a sanitarium since like '58.
They haven't been a sanitarium since that Metallica song.
Yeah,
Ask me how I know that song.
because it's awesome. I don't know.
I only know the first time I ever heard it was when they performed it. Might have been in a medley at the MTV Music Awards.
Really?
Yeah,
It's a good song.
first time I ever heard it. I also one time hurt my neck headbanging to Kid Rock on the Music Awards.
Should have kept that one in itself. Should
Heard it real bad.
grab that, put it back. In the
Had to
pocket.
lay on the bed with my neck over the thing of it because it hurt so bad. That's probably why I have neck problems today.
I mean, I have neck problems from Fall Out Boy.
Why?
Sugar, we're going
The
down
hair.
at a hustle.
The hair was too heavy.
Wow, I got way too into
You
it.
were headbanging to Sugar We're Going Down.
Oh yeah, 8th grade was fucking.
No
wild.
wonder we hated each other.
Yeah.
I was listening to Cannibal Corpse and you were headbanging to Fall Out Boy.
No, that was before I met you.
I'm not saying we were together, but I'm saying that's the different lives we were leading. If you were in 8th grade, I was in 9th, so I was clearly listening to Cannibal Corpse.
Probably, I didn't know you then.
You knew of me.
Everyone knew of you.
What does that mean? Honestly, let's dig into this. What did people know of me in 8th grade?
Everyone knew you for your hair.
What about it? Which hair did I
I
have
don't
at
want
the
to bring
time?
it up.
Which hair?
I don't want to bring it up. You don't like it.
What?
It's old. It's dead. It's gone.
Oh, the alias.
Yeah.
I didn't have it at that time though.
Wow. Are you sure?
The haircut. By the way, I had a nickname in high school. I mean, it was barely even high school. It was like middle school and like maybe earlier.
All of high school.
No, I had the nickname, but the hair. I mean,
No, you definitely had it in high school.
I only had that haircut for like 4 months. That's a fact. It was a summer. Yes, I do know. I know my own hair. I had for the rest of my high school career, I had either like a mohawk that I never spiked. It was combed over. It was like half. It was that. I had a devil lock for a while.
You did have that comb over, but you disappeared when you had that comb over.
I did, but the comb over ended like the mullet was even gone before that. I had a mohawk before that, a monster mohawk.
I remember.
The mullet was way before that, and it was only for like 4 months. But I was selling drugs and needed an alias, so I just went by just call me mullet. Nobody knew my name. But how did people know the mullet that I wasn't selling drugs to? That's what I don't know. What was the reputation? Allow me to dig in.
I don't know your reputation. I wasn't asking fucking questions. I think we're fucking losers.
But if you knew the name, you just knew that was the person. That's it.
Yeah.
But knew nothing about him.
Yeah.
He's a fucking asshole.
Well,
didn't even know that.
You were kind of scary back then.
Well, why?
You were a big fucking kid.
I'm the same exact size I am today. Actually,
Yeah,
I'm big.
and-
I'm bigger now than I am, like muscle
Muscular-wise,
wise.
but size-wise, you're not. Plus, you were like 150 more pounds back then.
When 9th grade?
Like 10th grade-ish. Like,
Because I got skinny 11th grade, I think, because I was walking a lot.
yeah, but before you're still a big fucking dude.
I guess so.
I was 8th grade. I was like 5'1".
How old are you in 8th grade?
I don't know.
How old am I in 9th
When you
grade?
graduate 12th, you graduate
I
18.
hate it. Do you know there's people that know this? Like, there's people that you ask them, how old are you in this grade? And they know the exact age. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand.
You will.
Well, man,
because you'll be paying attention to your daughter growing up, and you'll be like, oh yeah, she was so and so in this grade. Like you will know. I don't have 10 posts in my life, so my 10's collapsing in on me at all times.
So what? It was 12, 13.
So I was absolutely getting fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely getting fucked up. Because that stopped when I was 16, which is what, 11th grade?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was getting all kinds of fucked up. Yeah, maybe I was scary. I don't really remember a lot of
You
that.
were scary. You wore those white shirts with anarchy written all over them and fucking Sharpie.
Homemade.
I know.
I wore the cutoff jeans.
I'm just telling you.
I wore the
combat boots.
The cutoff jeans that had sayings written on them.
Yes.
Those are bad. I still have one pair.
I told you. You were scary.
I was a badass.
I don't know.
I was a badass.
You were a fucking delinquent.
Listen, I was the only punk in the area. Name another punk in the fucking Portage Area High School District.
Tim McEnroe.
Tim McEnroe. Okay, he wasn't a punk either. That dude, he wore a Bad Religion shirt. But I'm talking true to the fucking gear, and I know that whole, like, the gear doesn't make the punk. But let's be real. I was living the life, too. I was fucking getting...
You were.
I was getting ripped on weekdays, behind the police station.
I know you were.
I was living the life of a punk. I wasn't wearing Bad Religion shirts and reading Dante. Now, that's not a slam. I'm just saying that's not what I was doing. It's not like he watches anyway. That'd be another viewer. We don't get those. I get it. Okay. I get it.
Does this make sense?
I guess so. I kind of want to investigate this more, though.
With what?
I want to know, because there's definitely people that have never known me, and then maybe even, like, didn't know me after they got involved. Okay, this is going to be a mystery. This is going to be a whole mystery we got to do. We got to find somebody.
I'm in.
We got to find somebody who lost track of me because they got involved with their own life after my name was Mullet. Never knew me up until now. And I want to know what they thought about that guy in that time.
Oh, I don't know who we could ask.
Sure.
He's the one.
He's busy.
He's the key.
He's
busy.
He's busy beating cheeks. Move on to our next match after that.
Yeah, please.
Long walk down the sidewalk. Matt Hardy with Lita versus... Matt Hardy with Lita and Jeff versus Saturn with Terry. Good. What do you got?
Wasn't someone else? Buchanan. Not Buchanan was that. Not Buchanan.
Dino comes out at a certain point.
Yeah, it was someone else with Perry.
No, just Terry. I'm pretty sure if somebody else was with him, I would have wrote it down, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I didn't either. Saturn seemed gassed the whole time.
He's probably ripped.
For some reason. I don't know, man. He was struggling this whole goddamn match.
There was a lot happening. Like, a lot happening.
A lot of low angle shots of Lita's ass.
Yeah.
Like, awkwardly going out of their way for it.
A lot of Jeff doing shit that we see all the time, just jumping shit for no reason.
Yeah, he's got his 4 posts he hit. And...
Yeah. Perry rolls up Matt for the win. What'd you give his match?
I gave this match a 2.5.
Got 2.25. Got 2.25 stars from me. Dean forces another kiss on Lita?
Yeah, weird.
I think we might have talked about this in the wrong episode.
Yeah, we did.
You asshole.
Well, no, we didn't talk about him, like, forcibly kissing her.
I think we did.
I brought up that they have a match.
No, I think he talked about him kissing her last one. I think we forced a kiss. But either way, he forced a kiss on Lita. It was weird. And then Lita challenges Dean to a match on Raw next week.
Can't wait, actually.
Dean versus Lita? That's a clinic.
It is.
That's a fucking clinic.
What happened?
And I think Dean Malenko, the PWI's #1 wrestler in 1995, could carry anybody through a match.
Did you fucking watch the last Being the Elite?
I did not. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
because I'm going to the first AEW. I want to get caught up on all the Road to TNT and the Being the Elites before I go. I want to be fresh.
You watch it. The Young Bucks' PWIs come into play. And that's
Is Malenko on there?
No, I wish. Where Dean is AEW backstage.
He's backstage, yeah.
We need some Dean.
Speaking of backstage AEW, this week was Arn Anderson's first episode of his podcast. He just started a podcast with Conrad Thompson, who has fucking podcasts with everybody.
Clearly.
Yeah, and it's fucking wild. It's wild. Because Arn is a guy that's never really talked about the business and everything like that. So it's interesting hearing from him. And then he also has to do commercials for Blue Chew, so that's fun too. He said Kevin Sullivan told him about him, and Kevin Sullivan said he was beating his dick off the wall. So that's a fun thing that Arn said. Let's move on to the next match. I also, before we move on, Dean is wearing the Japanese Radical shirt again, which I need.
Yes, you do.
It's fucking
We'll
good.
find it, man. We'll get you.
Moving on to the next match, Chris Benoit versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Triple H comes out in the middle of a damn good match.
It was a good match.
Damn good match. There's a failed distraction. Austin hits a stunner for the win. I gave this thing 3.25 stars.
Well, I gave it 3.5.
I mean, and I guess we can start putting in the description about how we rate things if we want. That way we don't have to repeat it every time.
We could do that.
We could just be a little one of the, because I know you copy and paste anyway. Although I got to start typing it because you fucking can't spell. It's fucking embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Leave me alone. I don't know what you want. I'm not a classy person.
But all you have to do, the worst part is, I think you asked me how to spell 3 other words. And I think there's a time where you're like, I can't ask him to spell another one. I'm just going to wing it. I think that's exactly what happened.
There's a lot going on. We were all sweating. Brian was being weird.
Yeah, and then we were supposed to do another episode, and we didn't because we figured that we wouldn't get bailed on this week. But we did.
Twice.
Twice.
You've been let down twice in the same day?
Oh, in the matter of 20 minutes.
God, it was impressive.
It was twice in the matter of 20 minutes.
Ooh,
we were outside listening to Infinite Annihilator. You were painting helmets. It was a weird day. We had a weird time out there.
It was fun, though.
It was fun. But on paper, it's a weird day.
It is.
That's a weird hour. That's a weird hour. You're clear coating stuff. I'm listening to death metal. It's weird.
I inhaled a lot in my lungs, too.
You're probably going to get that weird vaping disease.
Oh, probably.
8 are dead. Let's ban them all. 460,000 people die every year smoking cigarettes, but by all means.
Hey, that's fine.
It must be healthier. Let's smoke some good old-fashioned smokes.
You're right.
Give me some fucking Camels.
Hit me up.
Give me some filterless fucking Lucky Strikes, and let's roll. Actually, Rollies. Give me some Rollies.
Those fucking Native American reservation cigarettes Brian smoked.
I used to smoke Rollies all the time. They were miserable.
They are the worst smelling things in my life.
Okay. Here we go. This is the segment we've all been waiting for.
Oh, boy. I know.
This is the Catatonic Linda segment. Vince is visiting her at the asylum at the sanitarium. Just being a vile asshole.
Yeah.
Just a vile dickhead. Bringing Trish in, saying, look at this piece of ass I got. Like, just fucking...
I know there's character work, but then this is like, wow.
Just disgusting. It made me, like, have to appreciate how game Linda was.
Oh, yeah.
And how secure their marriage is. It made me, like... not appreciate, it made me...
Maybe Linda was just in it for the money.
No, because Linda and Vince, like, started this. Like, they were the only 2 employees working out of their apartment together to get this thing off the ground after he bought it off his dad. Like, they were 100% together in this. And they're still together. I'm not saying that they're both billionaires now at this point, I think.
Yeah, isn't she at
She's in Trump's cabinet, yes.
Yeah.
But, I mean, together they're both billionaires. They probably don't even see each other. They probably still love each other, I'm not saying that. But I think after that many years together, you're probably not in the same kind of relationship. If I'm being honest. And I imagine with that kind of money, your life's different, and the amount of work that Vince does, your life is different.
Yeah.
So, but it made me... Appreciate's not the word, but there's another word I'm looking for. I can't figure it out in my head right now. But their marriage just seemed so strong, because I feel like Linda wouldn't have agreed to this, and I don't know if Vince would have forced it. Because Vince isn't Vince... The Vince now isn't this Vince. This is still a Vince, I think, that was, like, still caring. I'm not saying Vince doesn't care anymore, but I'm saying it's not as focused on the stars anymore. It's more focused on the bottom line.
Yeah.
And back then, I think he was still, hey, we're hot. Even though we're in a war, we're doing great stuff, and we're just going to try to get better and come to my office. It's not the John Moxley situation. Yeah, it's wild. He brings Trish in, takes the flowers back from Linda and gives them to Trish. It's just a vile situation.
Yeah, it made me uncomfortable.
I didn't like
and
it.
it went on way too long.
That's an understatement. It might still be happening.
I know. I was like, okay, we're done. And then Trish comes down the most beautiful staircase I've seen in my life.
Hey, Vince got the money.
Clearly in the private sanitarium.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I was like, is this still going?
Yeah, it is.
Like, I almost had to walk away.
Yeah. And then not only after that is they kind of continue it because Vince goes to the ring. Or no, Vince is still in the ring showing the segment, right?
Yeah.
He brings down Trish and Regal. And what happens as soon as they get in the ring is Steph storms to the ring.
Yeah.
And attacks Trish, slaps Regal. It's madness.
It is.
And she did a very good job of selling it.
Oh, yes, she did.
It was real good. Steph was a real good actor in this. So, let's move on to another match. And I'm going to be honest, on paper, this thing should have been a fucking barn burner.
Oh, yeah.
But
no.
Yeah.
Never mind.
No, you said
I
it.
didn't see which one
You
it was.
said it. This thing
I take it back.
This thing should have been a barn burner.
Oh, I should have been paying more attention.
And certain things got in the way of this match. This is Chris Jericho versus X-Pac for the Intercontinental strap. Chris Jericho comes in as the champion. Eddie and Justin Credible both interfere.
Yes.
What's the finish? Is it a DQ?
Yeah.
DQ finish. I give this thing 2 stars.
I give it 2.5.
Because it could have been better. Jericho and X-Pac can both work real well. And
X-Pac's bad.
man, I don't know what your anger towards X-Pac. This is your anger. Your anger towards X-Pac is equivalent with your anger towards spending a quarter at Aldi for a cart, and I don't understand either of them. Like, they're both childish opinions.
Okay, no.
They're both
The
childish
Aldi's one
opinions.
is childish, and I'll own up to that.
So is the X-Pac one.
No, it's not.
You've yet to explain to me what your hate of X-Pac
filthy.
is.
He's just filthy.
He can be filthy. You know who else is filthy? Sandman. You know who else is filthy? Nick Gage. You know who else is filthy? Anybody else on ECW. Bones Mahoney, Axl Rotten. Now, I'm not saying they're the greatest workers, but they're also filthy.
Doesn't matter.
X-Pac was in porn.
So, I don't
He
care about
slayed
that.
it.
I just don't like how. I just don't like his hair. I just don't like X-Pac. Can I just not like somebody?
Listen, we'll get there. You cannot like him, but I'm telling you, you can't be so closed-minded on his work because X-Pac is an incredible worker. I'll ask. I'm not even asking you I'm not asking you to enjoy his work. I'm just asking you to open your mind enough to watch it without a negative connotation going in. That's all I'm asking.
Because Jericho was in it. I was like, this is going to be a good match. He'll carry it.
Jericho did that move again that I didn't know he used to do. Because he jumps on the rope on the opposite side and drop kicks him off the apron. But this is the second show in a row where he's jumped on that and clotheslined him over the top. And he jumps over the top with him. It's a wild move. I don't remember him ever doing it. But I imagine that was just he just transitioned into the drop kick. So he didn't have to dive out of the ring and take that bump anymore.
Yeah, which makes sense.
It's just wild stuff. Now let's move on to the match that really was a barn burner.
I love this.
For the hardcore title, Raven versus The Big Show. Would you like to take this one?
I don't remember play-by-play because we watched this a little bit ago,
Okay.
but
I will tell you it opens up with 3 sink headshots.
yes.
Big Show takes 3 headshots with a sink.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it starts.
What?
Ninja Lady shows up.
Ninja Lady does show up.
Big Show takes more headshots with a stop sign.
Is this... Oh, no, it's not.
Kai and Tai run in.
Kai and Tai? Yeah, I have Kai and Tai.
They run into Pin Raven. They both get chokeslammed. Albert comes in to win the title. Chokeslammed. And then...
K-Quick.
K-Quick, also known as R-Truth, 18 years prior to being the predominant 24/7 champion, came in.
Looks exactly the same.
It looks exactly the same to try to win the hardcore title with the 24/7 rules. How wild of a story is that?
It's awesome.
I want to know, I mean, I guess because they're doing the weird legend stuff, but how many people who have held the 24/7 title have also held the hardcore title? And I don't know if Quick ever has, but he's at least kind of participated for it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Kane had the hardcore title at some point.
Yeah, definitely.
And he just won the 24/7 title, if you didn't see that.
Isn't Carmella champion right now?
Carmella, I believe she is.
She backstabbed
Yeah.
R-Truth.
But also, I guess Kane didn't win the hardcore title. Glenn Jacobs did. The mayor Glenn Jacobs did.
You mean
not Kane.
24/7?
That's what I meant. What did I say?
You said Kane. No, you said the hardcore.
I meant.
We're getting all
I
confused.
meant 24/7.
Same things,
yes.
different names.
So after K Quick shows up, by the way, he gets chokeslammed onto a trash can.
There he is.
Val Venus, your
Val
boy,
Venus.
comes out. Big Show kills everyone. Like, even though this was a wild segment and people were flying everywhere, it's kind of what, like, the hardcore belt was about. Like, this really felt like a hardcore title match.
It was fun because it didn't just stay in the ring.
No, it was
It
everywhere.
all went backstage. I mean, after Val Venus, Taz shows up.
Yeah.
Hardcore Holly. Fucking Steve Blackman.
They join the fight, yeah. And then Ninja Lady comes and her and Raven run away. So the match never even really ends, but they just kind of run away.
It's so good.
What'd you give this?
I gave it 3.5 stars.
Yeah, it got 2 3/4 for me.
It was fun.
Because it's pretty fucking good. Next, I'm going to be honest. This segment killed it too.
This weird Foley one.
Al Snow at Mick Foley's house. How much do you want a cheap pop machine in your room? Mick Foley has a cheap pop machine that he says something and he hits a button and it cheers and claps and like woots him.
Oh, Mick Foley, if that's actually Mick Foley's house, He lives in a weird house. I don't know. Just like all the trinkets were like strange.
Well, I mean, did you ever watch a show on the network, The Foley's House?
No.
It's good, but you can see in this the him shifting that, because I think that's the room that they're in is the room that turns into like his Christmas room. You can see like little Christmas trinkets everywhere.
Yeah.
Because the dude loves Christmas. I'm pretty sure you know that.
Yeah.
But like that whole room now is just a Christmas room. Like it has a Santa throne. It has like Christmas wallpaper. There's Christmas trees in there all year round. Like it's his room. It's his happy place. And I think like that this was the beginning of that. It's wild. Al Snow is should I say a comedic genius? Like his takes to camera are great. His timing is perfect. Mick's always good. Mick's always been good.
I didn't get the point of this whole thing. Foley just didn't want to come back?
Foley was fired.
Yeah.
And then Al was trying to get his job back, but Foley was like, I don't care. I don't want to come back.
And then he tells Al to go be commissioner?
Yes. Yes, he does.
Fuck is going on? Commissioner Al Snow's got a nice ring to it.
Everybody gets head. Okay. When Al Snow was doing the head segment, did you understand it as a kid? We'd have been like 10.
I mean, not like that.
We'd be like 9 or 10.
I didn't get that.
I didn't get the other joke. I didn't get the sexual joke.
I never thought it actually was. I still don't.
What do you mean? It is. It's what does everybody want? Head. Yeah, that's what the joke was. That's the joke straight through. Like that's it. That's the joke.
I thought he was just a crazy man.
No, it was a blowjob joke.
Wow.
Well, a blowjob and cunnilingus joke. Wild.
I love it. I still
But,
love
like,
it. I love it more now.
The fact that you didn't know that until you're fucking 28 years old is amazing.
I never fucking thought about it.
Amazing.
I never thought about that.
I love
way.
everything about it.
I thought just man, he just liked his named his head.
Oh, I love everything about it.
I don't
I'm
understand.
so happy. I don't know when I got it, but it was also, I mean, it wasn't 28, but it was also later than it should have been. Like I was probably like 17 and like playing a game that he should have, and I was like, "Oh, I get it. I get it."
Man, I feel funny.
But like no, that also like makes me think of like, you know, like Rocko's Modern Life and like how adult that is when you watch it as an adult. But like I feel like that doesn't exist on wrestling now. Like there's nothing that could potentially be taken as adult but isn't, because it's so hardcore PG.
Yeah.
It's so focused on being PG.
Shout out to AEW TV 14.
Yeah. But that, I guess that also plays into the like with the internet. Like if we had the internet when we saw that, we would have ended up like typing it in, like just looking for pictures of head and typed in head, and we would have been surprised and masturbated earlier. We had the masturbation talk before, though. You're supposed to hate it, apparently. Shout out to you, Graves. You got on us.
You should hate it.
The next segment I know had to be one of your favorites of the fucking night. Rock cuts a promo, makes Kevin Kelly put his finger in his nose the entire promo.
It's weird. I mean,
I've seen this, like the still of it. Like I've seen the still of Rock with him with his finger in his nose, but I never remembered it. I've seen the still a lot though. So, but it was fine. It was a standard Rock promo.
it's a good Rock promo. Are there bad Rock promos? I mean, okay,
They get
this era Rock promos.
They get kind of one-dimensional. Like when we hear them all the time, like this, like back to back to back to back, it kind of be like, yeah, Rock, you're saying the same thing you did last week. But I also recall being a kid, and I didn't care if he was saying the same thing. I kind of wanted the greatest hits. Like I wanted the Poontang Pie. I wanted the Smackdown Hotel. Like that's what I wanted as a kid. Because otherwise, I think I just liked catchphrases as a kid.
Oh, catchphrases are.
Like I don't think I cared about the substance.
You just want to hear the catchphrase.
I just wanted to hear the catchphrases. I loved the if you smell. I loved when he made it go longer. Like if he ever just said if you smell what the Rock is cooking, I hated it. But when he did the la 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 la, it's the fucking greatest. Which also is he mimicking cunnilingus?
Maybe. Where's Al Snow?
We missed it. We missed all these references. There are some things that are like that now, though.
For sure, I didn't get Poontang Pie back then.
I got that before I got head.
Well, obviously, I got that before I got head.
I think I had a Poontang Pie shirt, and I was told like I couldn't wear it to school. I didn't understand why.
Which makes sense.
There's certain things like that now, like Adventure Time. There's some very adult tones in Adventure Time that kids just don't get. They just wouldn't get them because it's so off the fucking wall. And some of them are just throwaway lines.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, a kid wouldn't even catch that. Like, it wouldn't even, and they don't. Like, it's like, nope, they just not, it's not there. And I don't know, I don't watch a lot of current cartoons. I don't know if they're doing it in other things. But
I'm sure.
like, Rick and Morty isn't for kids, is it?
No.
No, that's a, what's that dude's name that does that? Starts with an H or something?
I know who you're talking about. I don't know his name.
Yeah,
No.
I can't remember his name right now. But yeah, there's a bunch of things I imagine they have to still be doing.
Oh yeah,
They have to, because I mean, well, you'll find out.
Yeah.
You'll find out soon enough.
Yeah, my kid's just gonna watch what I want to watch.
No, I can't wait to come over and you're watching the shittiest thing, and you get excited that you get to show me this wild shit that you've witnessed. You're like, no, watch this fucking thing. Look at this. What the fuck is happening?
Bro, I've been watching Sentai,
I'm aware.
and like last night, I'm watching this episode of Jetman, and this lady's on a bus. They're going over the bridge. She's like, it's a suicide bridge where all these mothers would take pills and jump off. And you know what? I think I'm gonna go do that. That's why I'm on this bus. I wasn't meant to get off. I'm like, what the fuck? How's this a kid's show? There's people getting stabbed on this bus and dying.
But was it a kid's show?
Yes.
I don't know if it was.
They're all kid shows.
Nah, I don't know though. Because in Japan they aim things differently. Because this is just me thinking, because when did that come out? 93?
Yeah, well, Jetman was 91.
Okay, well think of 91 America. The mentality was kids don't have money, their parents have money. So we're gonna aim things at the I mean, that's kind of like why WWF was like that back then. It's because like the older people had the money. So why would we aim it at kids?
Yeah, but
it's only come around recently that the kids get the money through the parents and they will spend more.
I don't know, man. It's just fucking wild.
I'm not arguing. It might 100% be a kid's show, and I'm wrong. What's it rated? It wouldn't have an American rating.
No, but there is a more adult toku show. Super Sentai is a tokuatsu show.
Okay.
So it's a group. There are more adult ones. They're metal heroes, and they're just like SWAT teams and stuff, like dressed up like
Beetleborgs.
Beetleborgs. What's a toku?
But Beetleborgs were like militant than the Power Rangers were.
Yeah,
They
well,
had weapons.
you gotta take everything you feel about like the concepts of Power Rangers and Beetleborgs and throw it away because they just take the footage of the fights and construct it how they want. But no, Beetleborgs is kind of
so like how different are some of the monsters? Because it's the same monsters they fight.
some are very different and some aren't. Like
What about the guy made out of eyeballs?
okay, he's called Idol in America. I just watched Zoo Ranger, which is what Power Rangers was adapted from. I watched the whole thing.
Okay.
It's wild, man. I don't know. Like,
What about the episode in the carnival?
okay, see, in Japan, yeah, he's a clown, but the whole concept of the show is he laughs and makes gold soccer balls that the kids hit, and it makes us like a sleeping poison power when they hit things.
That's wild.
But they don't show any of that because they can't show any of the Japanese kids and actors and stuff.
Yeah.
So, and the Green Ranger dies in Sentai.
Tommy
Burai.
Tommy died.
And like the whole thing, he's mad because the Red Ranger was his adopted brother, and the king killed his dad. It's amazing.
Do you watch these dubbed or subtitles?
Subtitles.
Do they have a dub option or no?
They don't have dubs. Some of the older ones have dubs, but they're like weird, like French, Philippine dubs.
Why are we not dubbing these?
We could.
We should record dubs.
I don't know, man.
We should record.
You don't want to
dubs.
ruin such good things. They're so good. I've been enjoying the
I'm
fuck out of them.
I'm not saying we improv different lines. I'm saying we read the lines. We dub these fucking things. Then we load them illegally onto the internet for people to stream,
You want to?
and we sell them.
Maybe we can get in on this.
We should bleep all this out.
No one watches anyway. What's the matter?
You're right. Only the CCs. Nope. FEC. Nope. What's the one? What's the one that would control that?
I don't know.
SEC?
Maybe.
No. Well.
Who's the ones that the FBI warned me about when I put my VHSs in?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it's just the FBI.
Yeah, they're coming. They're coming. Herbert Hoover. That's CIA. Man, we're rough. We got a lot of letters.
Where are we at? Here?
We're at the main event.
Yeah, Rock versus Triple H.
Rock versus Triple H. Austin comes out first to do commentary. It calls Cole a city slicker, which makes me laugh. Because it's kind of like, yes, that is Austin's character, but it's also like he's from the South, but he's never really played the cowboy.
Yeah.
But Cole's just with his frosted tips, getting called a city slicker made me laugh. Like, it made me chuckle out loud. Not even 100% sure.
I did. That's the line I put on here.
There's an Earl bump in the match.
I put Earl bump.
I did too. How many exclamation points you have?
Just one on this one.
I got 3. Angle hits Rock with the world title. Austin's holding Earl. Rock bottom. Angle breaks up the 3 count. Austin attacks Angle. Benoit attacks Angle. Everybody's fighting. Triple H is drinking beer. Pours on Austin's head. The show kind of just goes off the air. What did you give it?
I gave it 3.25.
It got 2 3/4 for me.
I thought it wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Again, a mess though. Like, a lot of shit going on. But they're just trying to drive stories right now. I don't want to call it stalling because they're not necessarily stalling, but they are in a way.
Yeah.
Like, they're trying to build up, but they also don't want to give these matches away.
They're keeping the note the same and just putting layers on it.
Yeah.
Until we get to it.
But I'm also wondering, like, these are the same matches and things that we've seen the past couple weeks. Imagine if that happened now. We'd be so mad. Like, you remember the time...
But it does happen now, and people are mad.
It doesn't happen weekly. It happens on pay-per-views, though. Like, we'll get...
Yeah.
Remember we had Roman Reigns against Baron Corbin, like, four pay-per-views in a row?
King Corbin. But yes.
And then we had AJ versus, was it KO? Or Samoa Joe.
Yeah. I really like that, though.
I like that, too. And I think
they all ended well.
I think looking back and putting those matches together and that story together, it's really good. But I think while we read it, it was wild. Okay.
No, I love that.
Show over.
Show's over.
I need your favorite, your best segment, the best match, your favorite thing out of this show.
Raven versus Big Show. Best match.
Hardcore match.
Yes.
Hardcore match, huh? My favorite was obviously Vince talking to Linda. I love when women are treated poorly. Wow. I can't.
Wow.
Somebody's going to cut that out. Somebody's going to cut that out, post it, and I'm going to look like that guy. That's the guy. Clearly that wasn't it. I think I really enjoyed... I think Triple H's promo.
That's good.
Triple H's promo at the beginning when he said, the first fall is to break your spirit, the second fall is to break your bones. It's so fucking good. And if you watch that, actually, watching Vince's face, like, being proud, being super pumped up and proud, like, because it wasn't scripted back then. You were given 10 posts that you had to hit, goal posts, and you'd hit them and you move on. But Vince was so pumped up about that line, and it was good stuff. So I'm going Triple H's promo. I'm going to steal the worst thing from you.
Stop.
I am. You have to pick something else.
Okay.
I have to steal the Linda Vince thing. It was uncomfortable. It went on too long. I don't like the word sanitarium. I don't like the word catatonic. There's a lot of weird stuff that went involved. And just Vince being a vile human. Just building up his heel credibility. I get why it was happening, but I didn't like it. So Vince Linda.
It's kind of the point.
Although Trish attacking... or Steph attacking Trish was one of the best segments of the show too.
Oh, this one's easy. X-Pac.
Oh man, I'm marking this down on the calendar because I'm telling you, I'm gonna hunt down some of X-Pac's base matches.
No.
And I just need you. I'm not even gonna do that. We're just gonna continue watching X-Pac how he is, and I just need to ask you to just don't go into them automatically hating the match. Don't go into them expecting
Does
shit.
Road Dogg show back up with him?
There's no way you think Road Dogg's a better wrestler than X-Pac.
100%. He's got them.
There's no way you think that.
It's better on the mic.
Yes, Road Dogg's great on the mic. He's always been.
One phrase, but
he's always been.
Okay.
X-Pac's better than Billy on the mic.
3 people on that team. We had Road Dogg, X-Pac, and the one, Billy Gunn.
What team? We're talking DX?
Yeah.
So you're just ignoring Triple H?
They don't count.
You're ignoring China and Shawn Michaels?
Because they went places.
Okay.
I mean, you need
so the B
to
tier.
fill your mid card.
The B tier.
Okay. Billy Gunn's amazing.
Oh,
okay?
amazing performer. Shitty promo.
Yeah, okay. But
Road Dogg, great promo. Kind of shitty performer.
That's all you need. What do you need? What do you need? 1, 2, 3 kid here fucking everything up. No
X-Pac, not a great promo.
Not a great wrestler.
Real great worker.
Middle line, no one cares.
Listen, I'm already telling you.
Your finisher's a Bronco Bunster. Go home. We don't care.
It's not. It's the X Factor.
What's the X Factor? Is that the...
Yeah.
No one cares about that either.
All I'm saying is I don't need you to ever like X-Pac. That's all I'm asking from you. I'm not asking you to like X-Pac.
You
I'm
don't
just
have to
asking
like
you.
it. You just gotta respect it.
You don't even have to respect it. I just want you.
What do you want?
I want you to not go into his matches expecting to hate it.
I didn't, but then he showed up and I saw him. Like,
Yeah, see, that's what just open your mind to it.
I don't know.
Give it a valid
Is
chance.
he gonna win me over like Stevie Richards? Is he gonna be my Dean Malenko?
He's not going to be your Malenko.
Harry Saturn?
Stevie Richards won you over with his personality. X-Pac's not going to do that. X-Pac's not going to win you over the personality. Just please, just open your mind a little bit when you're watching an X-Pac match.
And
I'm still write it down because you still said it.
Because it's true.
I need a rating for the show. I can give mine first if you would like me to.
Sure.
I gave Raw the last week a 5.
Oh,
I think this is a much better show than Raw, even though that Vince segment brought it down a little bit. But I can't say it's a dime because what did we have? 1 clean finish this entire show? 2 clean finishes this entire show? They were like 6 matches.
Yeah.
I don't even know if the main event finished.
I don't think it did.
But I think I'm gonna go 6.5 on this thing.
6.5.
I think I'm going 6.5.
I'm gonna give it a 6. Straight 6. It was okay.
666, huh? You gave Raw last week a 5 as well, by the way. So 1 point better.
Raw wasn't that great last week.
It wasn't. No. You gave Nitro a 12. So
I really doubt everything
you gave
said.
SmackDown 2 weeks ago an 8 or a 7.5.
Ooh, it must have been a goodie.
You loved it.
Oh. I don't like what it is.
Your favorite thing was Bradshaw's pants off try when he tried taking his pants off at the poker game.
Yes.
And your least favorite was Al Snow versus Rikishi.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 6 from you, 6.5 from me. The next, we might throw a random show in between the pay-per-view because technically the next pay-per-view we have is WCW Superbrawl. If you don't want to do a watch-along, we don't have to.
I really want to do watch.
But like that's a 3-hour show you'd have to watch alone. I don't think you have the time or patience for that. I don't think you do.
No, I like the watch alongs.
Right,
They're fun.
But I mean, we have to have somebody that doesn't bail on us.
I need a cool with
We have to have people that don't bail on us.
drinking while we do them.
And I need to take
I get
Zyrtec.
up.
I need to take Zyrtec. I mean, I guess we could watch it here.
Yeah, we could.
We just have like a laptop on the table.
Yeah, we could.
That way I don't have to take fucking Zyrtec and your dog kill me.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out. That's off pod talk. But
Off pod talk.
we might have if we have another one in between, it will be ECW Hardcore TV from March 25th, 1997.
Surprised you got that many notes.
Mind your business. The bottom is all my fucking draft. We're not doing any drafts because we had lists set up for both Brian and Grapes, and neither of them showed up. They both bailed. So hopefully they'll come back. Maybe if we get the watch along, maybe we'll do the drafts on that because there's plenty of time to fill.
Plenty of time, Phil.
We can fill 2
We could talk
drafts
about
on
it and
that.
keep going. Yeah, that sounds fun. Maybe we can get them to get. I mean, they're gonna bail on us. It's just gonna be you and me.
It will, but
I'll bring
let's
some
hope.
Tinker toys.
Let's hope.
What if we
Erector
build Tinker
sets.
toys while we do it?
What are Tinker toys?
They're like the wood blocks and the wooden pegs.
I never had them. I never used them.
I made a Ferris wheel once in kindergarten.
I had an Erector set, but all I did was play with the like the dinosaur head that came with it. Never put it on anything. I just had the head. I didn't like building.
Says a lot.
Somebody told me today that they were going to get brakes for their car, and they were like, "Yeah, I'm going to wrap a carbon wrap, a spoiler, getting a new quarter panel, getting a flare." I said, "You know what I'm doing to my car?" He said, "What?" I said, "Turning the back window leases up, getting another one." That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, I don't care about cars.
I've never popped the hood on my car. I've had it for 2.5 years. I don't know what's under there.
I popped mine to jump Brian's car.
It could be 3 humans. It could be 3 Norwegian gentlemen under there. Fred Flintstone me around. I don't know. It's a supercar. I don't know what goes on under that hood.
Super stuff.
It's a supercar. So either way, we either have that ECW Hardcore TV up. Or we're gonna try to get the watch along. We're gonna try to get the watch along for next week, unless you got something going on.
No, I don't think I have. Yeah, I might have pictures, but
Huh?
off pod talking.
What just happened?
We'll make it work.
Okay. So look forward to that. The drafts we are doing are video games that infuriated you as a youth and fictional characters you'd like to date. Although there was a bit of an argument about what like to date meant. So it may be fictional characters that certain people want to just like have sex with or consensually have sex with. But we'll get there. How long have we been going?
50 minutes.
You want to do trivia for old times?
Yeah, why not?
Some trivia that we haven't talked about comic books or anything comic related in months, but we're going to do comic book trivia. Or do you want to do wrestling trivia? It's hard as shit.
I mean, we could try wrestling trivia. I don't care.
We'll get them all wrong. And you got to keep flipping to the back for answers.
Oh, that sucks.
See, we need this when there's somebody here to read this, because if we go and look for one, we'll find the answers.
Yeah.
Let's do some Marvel trivia.
Do you know what number we're on?
1285.
It's amazing that's still kicking it.
It is. It's been 5 years.
Yeah, wow. Those are some real batteries. I don't know who you are, but we need to get in touch with the company. My people talk to your people.
1285.
People just bring.
We're going to rock, paper, scissors it. The question is, which villain clashed with Hank McCoy before he joined the X-Men? Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I won. You're taking the question.
Okay.
Which villain clashed with Hank McCoy before he joined the X-Men? A. Apocalypse. B. Dark Beast. C. El Conquistador. D. El Tigre.
I'm trying to think because this had to be an amazing fantasy. It definitely was Apocalypse.
Was it Amazing Fantasy?
Wasn't that what?
It was Amazing Adventures. Because wasn't Beast's first mutated appearance in like?
It's Amazing something, right?
It is
not
amazing.
Spider-Man.
No.
I do have his first mutated appearance, I think. I don't even know what I have anymore. It's not Apocalypse. Give me Tigra.
El Tigre.
El Tigre. El Tigre.
So that is
The
D.
Luchador.
Incorrect.
Conquistador.
Correct answer is C. El Conquistador.
Man, what was Hank doing down in Mexico?
He might have been up here. What are they telling me?
Do you not know how to Google?
First, I did, and it gave me a weird thing. Beast. Appearance. It says first appearance, X-Men #1. We know that.
I guess X-Men would have been before.
Yeah, he was in X-Men, but not mutated yet.
Yeah. I mean, that didn't really say when. I was just assuming.
He briefly joined the Brotherhood of Evil.
How did you just briefly join Brotherhood of Evil?
Yeah, I can't find it right now. I think it's Amazing Adventures.
It might be.
But I think that's also the one with...
I said Amazing Fantasy, huh?
Yeah.
It's definitely Amazing Adventures.
But I think that's the one with the Inhumans.
Yeah, like, aren't the first 10 issues that and the last 4? I know one has a black cover and one's got a yellow cover.
Yeah.
And they're in my head. And they're
Because the later Amazing Adventures...
They're the weird...
it is.
They're the weird... What?
But, like, the later Amazing Adventures are, like, War of the Worlds and Kill Raven. Because those are weird issues. Amazing Adventures 11. It's a yellow cover with Beast.
Yep. It has to be, like, 72 or something, huh? Because it has those weird blocks, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's the 20-cent issues. That's the... It's volume 2, actually. It's volume 2 of Amazing Adventures.
Yeah, okay. Amazing Adventures.
72, yeah. Amazing Adventures volume 2, number 11.
Damn, hot dog! Got the title wrong, got the year right.
Too bad you got your question wrong.
Yeah, well.
My question, 1286. Which villain draws on the same power source as Havoc? A. Ozymandias? Ozymandias? There's a different way to say that. How do you say that?
I always thought it was Ozymandias.
Okay. Ozymandias, B. Apocalypse, C. The Living Monolith, or D. Pharaoh Ramatut. I think Ramatut's Kang. So I don't think it's Ramatut. I'm pretty sure it's not Apocalypse. So I think it's Living Monolith. I'm not. I thought Living Monolith was also like an Egyptian character, but I'm not sure. But I'm going with Living Monolith C. What were you gonna pick?
I would have went with that too.
Correct.
Nice.
Up 1-0. Well, technically up 0-1 because you have 0. Just had to restate that. 1287. Here we go. Who is Cassandra Nova? A. Member of the Starjammers. B. Charles Xavier's sister. C. Black Queen of the Hellfire Club. D. Magneto's sister.
Magneto has a sister? Woo, give me Starjammer.
Member of the Starjammers, huh? Hey. I don't even have to hit this because I know you're wrong.
Really?
I'm going to tell you what the answer is before I hit this because I know the answer.
Who is it?
It's Charles Xavier's sister.
Oh, I thought that was...
So, A. Member of the Starjammers. Incorrect.
Oh.
Right answer is B.
Ooh.
Charles Xavier's sister.
Who was Moira Taggart or whatever?
She's no relation.
They were married or something.
I believe so, yes. Because isn't that David Haller's? Isn't that Legion's mom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
For some
so.
reason I was thinking that was his sister. Shit.
1288, here we go. Who was Lucifer? A demon of Mephisto's realm. B, an extraterrestrial. C, an occult being. D, an alias for Nastreth. I'll be honest, I don't know the answer offhand. But I'm going to go a member of Mephisto's realm. It's probably not. It's probably an alias for Nazareth, but I'm going to demon of Mephisto's realm. A. Incorrect. Your answer is B. An extraterrestrial.
Oh.
Lucifer is from space.
Okay.
All right, here we go. 1289. Who was responsible for the seeming death of Professor X in X-Men number 42? A. Lucifer. B. The Juggernaut. C. Grotesque. Grotesk. Or D. Factor 3.
I don't even know Factor 3.
Yeah, well.
For some reason I feel like that's a Juggernaut cover for some reason, so I'm going to go with Juggernaut.
You're going B. The Juggernaut.
His brother.
Incorrect.
God damn it.
Half brother. The correct answer is C. Grotesque. Grotesk.
Half brother's still brother, man.
I don't know who that is. Here we go. 1290.
Grotesque.
Who led the TechNet in Excalibur number 1? Jesus Christ. A. Body Bag. B. Gatecrasher. C. Joy Boy. D. Scatterbrain. These all sound like aliases of Darby Allin. I'm gonna say Gatecrasher. Scatterbrain came to mind first, but I honestly have no idea. So I'm gonna go Gatecrasher. B. Correct.
Woo!
What a guess.
2-0.
What a guess. 2-0. There we
Damn.
go. Turn the page. We haven't turned the page in this in years.
Calm down, Bob Seger.
1291. Who claimed to be Lorna Dane's father in the X-Men number 50 to 52? A. Magneto. B. Mesmero. C. A Magneto robot. Or D. Eric the Red.
I mean, I feel like Magneto Robot is so specific. It's got to be Magneto Robot.
So you're going C. Magneto robot.
Sure.
Correct. It's 2-1, but I can win it here.
What a wild fucking thing. What's happening?
I can win it here. We need to read those issues. Ooh, I got X-Men Classics.
Yeah, you do.
I can find those.
Read up.
I still don't know how the numbering works, though. It's fucking wild.
I never understood.
I looked it up, but I didn't figure it out.
You took the plunge.
I did. I got like the first. I didn't get number 1.
I always wanted those triple actions.
They're just reprints too.
They are, but they take they reprint the cover, but do it differently. It's cool. I don't know.
I'm good on those. I have 2 if you want them.
Really?
Yeah.
I take that back. Yeah, man.
Asshole. 1292. Which classic monster did the alien robot in the X-Men number 40 resemble? A. Dracula. B. The Mummy. C. Frankenstein's monster. D. The Wolfman. I'm trying to think of an X-Men cover
You fucking know this.
with one of the Universal monsters on it.
If you don't know this, it's sad.
Why?
Because honestly, if I think of a X-Men cover, this is the one that pops in my head 100% of the time.
But you also don't see X-Men covers every day. I look at X-Men covers
Fucking classic
all the
X-Men
time.
covers.
I look at classic X-Men covers all the time.
No, you don't.
I honestly debate taking plunges on like $30, $40 X-Men books every time at the shop.
Like pre 50s? No, not 1950s, like number 50s.
Yeah.
Why don't you?
Because it's a lot of money for a single issue, and I can spend that same money on an Iron Man I need. Don't fucking yell at me about Iron Man. I get it, okay? I get it.
It's been 10 years.
Man. I keep seeing the Frankenstein cover of whatever book he was in. It might have been X-Men? But for some reason, the Mummy's jumping out at me. You're going to be mad at me if I get this wrong. But I'm going to go Frankenstein's monster. I don't think it is. I think it's the Mummy. I'm going Frankenstein's monster C. Correct! Is it?
Yeah.
I need to look at the cover.
It's like Frankenstein on a ship. He's like hiding behind a corner.
I need to look at the cover. Because I just won this, so I got time. X-Men 40. No, I haven't seen this cover.
Are you serious?
I mean, I've seen it, but I definitely don't think of it.
Yeah, that goddamn thing pops in my fucking head all the time.
It's badass, but I definitely don't think of it.
That's the X-Men cover I think of for some reason. I don't know why.
There's the Spanish version.
colors are cooler now.
I like the colors a lot.
Did
And I like how they use the after giant size logo.
Oh yeah,
It's like that's
wild.
Did I ever what?
Did you ever see the Spanish Spider-Mans
Yes.
that keep going
Yeah.
and not allow Gwen Stacy to die?
Yeah.
Amazing.
And then they get married and they have a life.
Yeah.
Speaking of Spider-Man, I know we don't talk a lot of comics on here, but there is a new Spider-Man book out right now. I don't know if you're aware of this. It's written by J.J. Abrams and his son.
Really?
Yes. And in it, I mean, I guess it's not really spoilers. Nobody fucking watches this anyway. But in it, it's like an old Peter, and Peter and Mary Jane are married, and it's like one of Peter's, like, and they have a child, and it's like one of Peter's, like, final times being a hero, basically. And he watches Mary Jane die. Like, this guy kills Mary Jane, and he loses an arm. And his son, like, is at the funeral, and then it, like, jumps 12 years later, and he starts getting abilities. And it's really good.
That sounds awesome.
And I'm done with Peter. Like, I'm over a Peter. Like, I don't like a Peter Spider-Man anymore. It's the same character. It hasn't evolved.
They should have not done One More Day. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't think I read One More Day.
That's when they took back that he got married and all that shit.
I didn't read it.
You know what to do.
But I like it. It's only one issue so far, but I like where it's going, and I'm gonna read the next issue at least because Superior is ending. It's only going 12 issues.
I wish I knew that started before I got on it.
What?
Superior.
You wish you knew what started.
I wish you knew it started. I jumped on like issue 5 or something.
Oh, well, it's ending.
I mean, I've been reading religiously. I just didn't know what happened.
Yeah, none of them are keys, so they're all cover price still.
Okay.
But, yeah, it's good. I wasn't expecting it to be good, and I read it on a whim when I was at work, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to pick this up.
Sold.
It's pretty good. The weird part is though, it's like his son hates him, like because Peter's always away at work, and he lives with Aunt May, and Aunt May's actually the one that says, go up and because Aunt May finds him like on his ceiling, like he's just like stuck to the ceiling. He wakes up on his ceiling, and Aunt May's like, I think you need to see something, and he's like she sends him up into the attic, and is like, just look around like in the boxes and like under the floorboards. And he finds a box under the floorboards and it's like all Spider-Man memorabilia, and then he like moves something away and the Spider-Man suit's underneath. But also, I think he's blamed Spider-Man for his mother's death. So finding out your father that you hate is Spider-Man.
That's wild.
But the
What do you
fact
do
that
with
it's
that?
written by J.J. Abrams and his son, and it's such a I hate my dad story, it's weird.
I'm sure it's gonna come.
It's
I'm sure it's gonna
weird.
come full circle.
Will it?
J.J. Abrams, he did the Star Trek reboots, right?
I believe so.
Okay. Then it has to be okay.
I only saw the first one, I think.
Star
I rewatched
Trek's-
it recently. Yeah.
You should watch them. They're pretty good.
I watched the first one. I rewatched the first one recently. There's one with fucking Leonard Nimoy. He shows up and there's two Spocks, and
Yeah.
it's a wild game.
It is.
It's a wild
You
situation.
know I don't like stuff like that, but it's not time travel if it's a different universe.
The next time we do trivia,
Time travel? Was it all the same thing?
he came through. Didn't he come through like a quark? They came through a black hole, and technically, like time doesn't exist in a black hole.
Yeah, or something.
It's like all quantum mechanics.
Yeah, time travel.
Next time we do trivia, which we never know when it will be, we will be on question 1293. Where did Sunfire battle the X-Men in X-Men 64?
Ooh, I got some time to read up.
Yeah, we know you've been caught up in all your reading, so you're reading back issues now.
Man, I wish I enjoyed reading more than I like used to. I don't know. I'm just like I can't keep.
I was 100% expecting you this week to ask for my my Marvel Comics app.
Brother, I
information.
need some Ritalin or something. Like, I need something to keep me focused. Like I can't
But-
stay focused on things.
But you're good on focusing on your phone. So that's why I thought you were going to read digitally.
What the fuck does that mean? I don't focus my phone. I can barely. You focus way more at playing Supercard than I do.
I don't know what that means.
You know exactly
I don't
what
know
that
why
means.
I'm being attacked. I was just bringing up a thing, and I felt like I hit a nerve. Like I feel like somebody told you your face is always in your phone or something, because I just got snapped at,
No.
and I didn't mean it in any way that you think I meant it.
No.
Somebody has yelled at you recently and said, "Oh, you spend all your time on your damn phone." That's happened.
No.
You just attacked me
Honestly,
as if I was taking you to intervention. I'm driving you to rehab. I stop to get you a ginger ale, and you take my truck. That's what just happened. You drove away. That's what just happened. You just yelled and yelled. I'm hurt.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what just happened.
You're fine, man. It's cool. Everything's fine.
I just got attacked. I asked you if you wanted an applesauce, and you punched me in the mouth. Like, I don't know what just happened.
Do you have applesauce? I love applesauce.
Oh, I think most of your baby food is applesauce.
For some reason.
Well, it's pear sauce. How did pears get into the baby business?
Lobbying, man.
But like, pears just taste like sand.
I've never had a pear.
I ate a pear off a tree.
Sticker and all?
There's no stickers on the trees. Do you think pears grow with stickers on the trees?
Where else do they come from?
Well, sticker trees.
Oh, that makes sense.
You got to put them together.
Oh.
I've seen them try to be bred together, and it comes out real weird.
Real weird?
Like real juicy stickers, or like real flat pears.
Do you ever want to get into tree grafting? Like, how does that work?
What do you mean?
Like, how every, like I don't know, like Granny Smith apples from one tree from like 100 years ago? You just graft a limb onto a new tree? That's how it grows?
Oh, grafting.
That's what I said.
I thought you said tree crafting.
I mean, it's
I thought you meant like
thing.
we start growing a tree and then like we put a little like shield on top of it so it has to grow around it. And then once it like grows that way, you put a shield here and then it has to grow back this way.
What are we making?
It's going to take 60 years, so I don't know.
It's a long con.
It's a fucking long con. We get to spell out fuck off. Just in cursive.
We should. That'd be fun.
You have that kind of time to invest? You can't focus on a comic book.
I need some
You can invest.
You know anybody?
Yeah, doctors.
No, like, do you know? I don't want to go.
Get some ganj.
I don't want to go to the doctor.
Get some ganj. All you have to do is sign up now. It's legal.
I feel like it,
Most medical marijuana is legal in Pennsylvania, and they just said they're going to legalize recreational.
I feel like it might not
Working on it.
keep me focused.
There's there's two basic kinds. One of them can be for focus, and the other is for like relaxation. Indica, sativa.
Can I get like in between?
They have combined. Didn't you see those seltzers I sent you today?
Today? No.
Or was it yesterday?
I did see that. Where do we get those? Am I gonna get lung disease from those?
They're only in Nevada and California currently.
Do you know anybody?
That's going to Nevada or California?
Yeah.
No? I do not.
They're an AEW show out there. We can pop on.
I don't think they're on the West Coast yet.
No, they're not.
You know why? The con connection.
Yeah.
East Coast, Florida.
East Coast living a
Jacksonville.
dream.
Okay. Are we done?
Yeah. Yeah, we're done.
You want to plug your stuff? I tried to do some B-roll for your channel today, and you told me to fuck off, and you hated me, so that was a fun situation.
What are you talking about?
I asked you if you wanted me to do B-roll for your thing. You said, fuck off. You don't be fucking idiot. You're a fucking dumb fucking piece of shit. I'm never fucking... No, these are all fucking almost done. Why the fuck would I do that, you dumb asshole?
Oh, the helmets. No, I'm doing fresh one. We're fine. These are backlog. We got down in the description. Got my channel. Toy hunts. Haven't done it in a while because I'm broke. Gonna have some helmet videos coming if this cameraman here will cooperate with me. To tryhards. Brian says he's gonna do something. But
We're playing game tonight. We're recording something tonight.
He can't even show up.
I don't know if it's going to be Madden 04 or if it's going to be we're starting Legend of Dragoon. We're fucking recording a game tonight to put on the channel.
I gotta find my capture card.
You will find it.
Okay.
You will find it.
Why are you yelling at me?
And because we're fucking doing it. Because you don't want to play games with me and I'm done. I'm laying it down. We're playing games. I don't care if you like it or not.
Oh boy. That's it. That's the only channels.
I have a question.
Sure.
When I will only record these videos for you if we can play this song the entire time. No free rides. If we can play this song the entire time, I'll do it. If not, I'm out. No deal.
What the hell is this? Do I know this?
This thing rips. You ready? This thing rips. You ready? Here it comes. Here it comes. It's coming. It's coming. You ready? Here it is. Here it comes. Usually it's a good band. It's actually a good song. Can I play this the whole time I record?
No.
Then I'm out. I'm out.
Sorry,
It's Helmet.
no one's listened to Helmet in 20 years.
This is the third time this has come up on this podcast.
Really?
At least.
Wow, podcast.
We're great.
Really branch out, bring new ideas.
We are great. Thank you for watching. Do whatever he did. I'm going to have to type on that because we know he can't spell.
I got it.
There he is. The spelling bee himself. Stick. I'm Brand. Thank you for watching. Tell your dads. And as always, ask yourself, what would you do if vile Vince McMahon was talking to you in that manner?